Hey everyone, I'm working to hit 1,000 subscribers and I need your help to get there. If you enjoy this content, please hit that subscribe button right now.
Hello Jays Nation, and welcome back to the Blue Jays Report, the place where the pulse of Toronto baseball never stops beating. If you felt a sudden ripple in the air a few hours ago, that wasn't your imagination. Something is stirring beneath the surface of this franchise, something quiet but powerful, and today we're peeling back the curtain. The front office has been working in shadows, rumors are tightening their grip, and the future of the Blue Jays has just taken a subtle but fascinating turn. So settle in, because if you truly bleed blue, you won't want to miss a single second of what's coming next. Before we dive headfirst into today's stories, do me a quick favor. If you're new here, tap that like button, share this video with a fellow Jays fan, and subscribe to the Blue Jays Report so you never miss a beat from Rogers Center. This channel thrives on your support, and trust me, the next few minutes will remind you why being part of this community matters. The Blue Jays off-season has felt like a novel written in sharp twists and near misses. Early on, it roared to life with confidence and ambition. Dylan Cease arrived with a weight of expectation on his shoulders. Cody Ponce and Tyler Rogers bolstered the pitching depth, and Kazuma Okamoto brought an international spark that hinted at something bigger brewing. It felt like the front office had finally pushed its chips to the center of the table, daring the league to blink first. Then, almost without warning, the noise softened. The market went quiet, the headlines drifted elsewhere, and fans were left replaying what could have been. The heartbreak still lingers. Toronto danced dangerously close to landing Kyle Tucker, only to watch him slip into Dodger blue. Bo Bichette flirted with the idea of staying closer to home, rumors tying him to Philadelphia and Toronto alike, until the Mets swooped in at the last moment and sealed a 3-year deal. Each missed opportunity felt like another wave crashing against the patience of Jays Nation. Yet while our attention was fixed on the obvious stars, Ross Atkins was busy doing what he does best, moving quietly, deliberately, and with an eye on tomorrow rather than today. That brings us to the first update, the kind that doesn't scream for attention but whispers promises of the future. The Toronto Blue Jays have signed a new shortstop, a name that hasn't yet echoed through the mainstream but soon might. David Vargas. Say it slowly, because this is a name worth remembering. According to newly surfaced reports, the Jays have secured Vargas with a $300,000 signing bonus as part of the international free agent class of 2026. It's fresh news, so fresh it hasn't even fully settled into the official transaction logs yet, but make no mistake, this move matters. Vargas is just 16 years old, still balancing school books with batting practice, currently honing his craft at Carterville High School. On paper, he stands at 5'11" and 175 pounds, a frame that scouts believe has plenty of room to grow. But numbers alone don't tell the story. The scouting reports read like a quiet love letter to fundamentals, rhythm, and baseball instinct. As a left-handed hitter, Vargas uses an open stance and a subtle toe tap, a motion that gives his swing timing and poetry. His hands are loose, alive, and quick, firing through the zone with purpose. This isn't raw, reckless power. This is precision. Scouts describe his swing as high contact, with advanced barrel control and an ability to spray the ball to all fields. He doesn't chase glory, he manufactures it. In 42 games at shortstop, Vargas crossed the plate 30 times and drove in 22 runs. More impressively, across 144 plate appearances, he struck out just 14 times. A 9% strikeout rate at that age isn't just good, it's exceptional. As a leadoff hitter, he posted a .350 average, the kind of number that makes development staff lean forward in their chairs. Defensively, Vargas is everything the Blue Jays value in the middle infield. Calm, balanced, fluid. He plays shortstop with quiet confidence, his footwork smooth, his hands reliable, his arm already strong with projections of more to come. The summary from scouts is simple but powerful, skills over tools, with plenty of physical projection still ahead. This isn't a move for headlines today. This is a seed planted for years down the line, a reminder that even while chasing championships, the Jays are building something that lasts. If you enjoy following prospects before they explode onto the scene, keep your eye on David Vargas, and remember you heard his name first on the Blue Jays Report. Now, if that was the future whispering, The second update is the present knocking loudly on the door. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the bat that never arrived. Toronto entered this off-season hunting a game-changing slugger, someone who could tilt a playoff series with one swing. The pitching upgrades have been undeniable, but the lineup still feels like it's missing one final piece. Kyle Tucker was the dream, the plan, the vision, until it wasn't. In the aftermath, attention naturally shifted to Cody Bellinger. On the surface, it makes sense. Former MVP, pedigree, power, and name recognition. Reports suggest talks between Bellinger and New York have stalled, leaving a window cracked open. But here's where things get interesting. Insiders hint that the Blue Jays aren't quite as enamored with Bellinger as they once were with Tucker. The hesitation is subtle, but it's there, and it may be steering the front office toward a different path altogether. That path leads to Cleveland, and to one of the most underrated players in Major League Baseball, Steven Quan. This is where opinions will divide, and debates will ignite. Quan isn't a 40-homer monster. He doesn't dominate highlight reels with moonshots. What he does is win baseball games quietly and consistently. He's a defensive artist, a 4-time Gold Glove winner in his first 4 seasons, patrolling the outfield like it's an extension of himself. Over the last 2 years, he's been an all-star, slashing .281 with a .347 on-base percentage and nearly 8 wins above replacement in under 300 games. Quan is the kind of player who makes everyone around him better. He gets on base, extends at-bats, frustrates pitchers, and turns difficult defensive chances into routine outs. Imagine that presence in left field at Rogers Center, paired with a high-contact left-handed bat that balances the lineup. He's under team control through 2027, offering stability in a league obsessed with short-term fixes. The price would be steep. Cleveland won't give him away, and Toronto would likely have to part with at least one top 10 prospect. But championships are rarely built without bold decisions, and Quan fits this roster like a glove fits a hand. Before we move on, if you're enjoying this deep dive and want more conversations like this all season long, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the Blue Jays Report. Your support keeps these discussions alive and growing. The final update takes us beyond the diamond and into the heart of the franchise itself. This season isn't just another chapter. It's a celebration of 50 years of Toronto Blue Jays baseball. 50 years of memories, heartbreak, triumph, and identity. From their birth in 1976 to their first spring training in 1977, to championships that defined generations, this franchise has grown alongside its fans. To honor that history, the Blue Jays are transforming Rogers Center into a living museum. When fans walk through the gates on opening night, they won't just be entering a stadium, they'll be stepping into a story. 8 installations across the 100-level concourse will celebrate iconic figures and unforgettable moments. A dedicated display in right field will honor championship glory, reminding everyone what this city has already achieved and what it still dreams of reclaiming. Season ticket members will even have a dedicated entrance, a subtle but meaningful nod to loyalty. Later in the season, a separate concourse will unveil exhibits celebrating the level of excellence, allowing fans to stand face to face with history. Add to that the newly revealed 50th anniversary logo, and the atmosphere promises to be electric. Coming off a phenomenal World Series run last year, with a retooled roster and renewed belief, the timing feels almost poetic. 50 years on, perhaps 50 will be the number that brings home a 3rd championship. So there it is, Jays Nation. A mystery shortstop planting roots in the future, a potential trade that could redefine the present, and a stadium ready to honor the past while chasing glory once more. Let me know in the comments which update has you buzzing the most. Would you trade top prospects for Steven Quan, or hold out for a different bat? Are you planning a trip to Rogers Center to soak in the history this season? Thank you for spending your time with the Blue Jays Report. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, share it with fellow fans, and subscribe so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep believing, keep debating, and as always, let's go Blue Jays.